Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures, and look, an honest-to-goodness Gundam kit. It's been a while since I built one. I can't really remember the last time I actually had one on this channel. So this is one of the new Gundam Seed Freedom kits from the recent, what was it, a movie? And this is the Black Knight Squad Shi-ve-A. Shi-ve-A. Anyways, it looks like this strange mix between a Knight Gundam and the Master Gundam, which I thought was kind of a fun, interesting look, a bit more fantasy than usual. And if you know me, with beam sabers everywhere as such, I can't help but really appreciate that model. So, looks like it's going to be a fun kit. Looks pretty straightforward. I haven't even opened it yet. So join me. Let's find out what we got inside. First sprues. Binders and things, legs and stuff. 2 sets of beam sabers. Not too much in the way of stickers. More beam sabers, including the feet ones, for a total of 8 beam sabers. Some gray parts, are multicolored sprues, and some gold parts in there. And rather than a cloth cape, we're going to go with another one of those kind of filmy plastic ones like we've seen on some of the Digimon kits. Although I can't recall seeing that in 1/144th scale before, so that's kind of a new development. And as always, one of the things that is of the most interest to me are the instructions. We have it both in English and in Japanese, giving the background of the suit. Kind of a different look. Something new. I always like something new with my Gundams. Color instructions, at least showing off the parts there, and then for the final page we've got all of the various weapon assemblies. Ooh, double beam blade, that's always fun. Beam mantle. I mean, it looks pretty straightforward, not too many parts. Considering how many decades at this point I've been building Gundams, that shouldn't be much of an issue, but it does look like it's going to be a fun kit. We'll grab a few other models, see how everything stacks up, and hopefully you'll find out too. Sit tight. Alright, time for the Black Knight Squad Shi-ve-A. So the first thing that's really apparent with this is the colors. It's not your typical Gundam scheme. Obviously it isn't a Gundam either, so, you know, it has that going for it. Just the interesting colorations, the off-color light grays, kind of breaking up the monotony. You've got the darker ones intermixed in there as well. Plus you have like the gold seed system type stuff like you'd see on the Freedoms. It's kind of cool. And honestly, after having built it and really kind of looking at it, it starts to give me a bit of a Crossbone Vanguards vibe. Maybe it's just the head with the little shield emblem there. The winged helmet design. The various thrusters and stuff. I was a bit bummed out that the extra red markings around the thrusters are just stickers. It's kind of cheesy, I thought. I haven't got around to painting it, obviously, of any kind. I feel like the backpack is a little bit of a disappointment in the fact that the wings are really, really limited by the thrusters above it. And that's just kind of a shame. They are nice and posable, but there's just not a whole lot of area for them to move. Am I putting it in the correct spot? I think so. Probably help if I do it on camera. One interesting thing is the neck design is something I haven't seen. This is actually a two-part bit here that can actually move a little bit in there, which is kind of new and different. Haven't seen anything like that before, at least not recently. And contrary to popular belief, not proper belief, I do pick up new Gundam kits every now and then. Got a few Witch from Mercury ones sitting here, and I don't know what happened to the holster for those beam sabers. I have to pick that up. There it is. One of the nice things about the beam sabers is they have that interlocking mechanism, so you can do the double beam blade, and like we pointed out earlier, there are a ton of beam sabers included. So if you want to go that route, which I always do, that certainly is an option. Kind of surprising that there aren't any extra hands. Can't remember the last time I built a Gundam kit that didn't have multiple hands. But then I started thinking, when was the last time when was the last time I built a Gundam kit? And it was the Witch from Mercury stuff, so. You can go with that one. You've got that extra one. You've got this cool little gun blade thing, which actually can tuck on the back. A cool halo-like blade there. Something different. We don't see that very often with Gundam models or mobile suits in general. Don't forget as well, we've got the toe blades, and we've got some pretty nice posable feet. So if you want to get into those kicking poses with him, that's not going to be, as I take it apart, a problem. So yeah, there's a lot of blades available for it. Quite posable, quite dynamic in its movements, and we're forgetting the shield. Let me grab it. I also like this weird design it's got going on with the legs. It's like this kind of extra armor. I did a terrible job on the stickers, which is always the case. Very Blitz-like. Opens up. The whole back can come off. And then if you don't have the wire in the way like I do, you can attach it like so. But I got the wire in the way and need to play with that. There are ports on both arms for the shield as well. So if you want to go dual shield with an extra one. After all, it is a Black Knight squad. I haven't had a chance to see Freedom yet, so I don't know a whole lot about it. I just know it looks neat. And as always, let's see how it stacks up with some other Gundams. Entry grade 1144th, RX-78 there. Our Witch from Mercury friends. See, I do build new ones every now and then, like I said. So you can see it's got a good size to it, and it feels way more dynamic than the entry grade, so I feel like it's on par with the newer stuff, like the Witch from Mercury kits. If you want something different, I think this is going to be a fun one. Like I said, there's a lot of options, a lot of little bits and pieces you can mess around with. No stand included, unfortunately, but outside of that, I think it's a really solid model if you're not smacking and knocking all the parts off. Quite posable, nice color choices, and plenty of goodies to keep you interested with as you pose it. And with that said then, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.